Hey T Squad, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Basketball Wives Season 12, Episode 1 review. Gotta say, I feel like the ladies came back with a bang. I really enjoyed this season premiere episode, and y'all know I don't even see it for Basketball Wives anymore, but I think that this season is going to be a good one. Right off bat, I can tell you guys that I'm loving the fact that Evelyn is in the hot seat. I like the fact that they're bringing it to her, holding her accountable. She got the girls going against her. And I really enjoyed Jackie this first episode. I think that Jackie did a bang up job. But let's get into the episode, honey, because I got a lot to say, okay? So the episode begins with them talking about Jennifer's marriage. You know, she got married to that scam artist Christian Gold last year in Paris. And she talking about she got 30 carats on her finger. And I'm like, ma'am, you better enjoy that ring while you can. Because Lord knows, if you spent that money with anything, because Lord knows, if he bought that ring, you gonna be having to give it back like Erica Girardi had to give back them earrings, okay? So I'm hoping and praying that you bought your own ring because that's gonna be going back to the victims, okay? Black Erica Jane. Christian has to go to jail for 13 days. He already served 2 days prior to them getting married. Now that they're back from Paris, he has to serve the last 13 days. And she feels guilty because she feels like, because she's in the public eye, that all of this heat is now coming down on him. And I'm like, how are you blaming yourself for him going to jail? If anything, you could be blaming yourself for him going to jail because somebody took that photograph off of your Instagram and sent it to his parole officer. I don't understand why you would post a photograph of him being out the country knowing that he wasn't supposed to be. Now, that's what you should feel guilty about. The other stuff, you should just feel dumb about, because the fact that you're a 50-year-old woman dealing with a man going back and forth into jail, marrying a felon, marrying someone who has been accused of a schmooze, marrying somebody who is out here scamming people for money. Like, that's what you should be worried about, okay? That you are a middle-aged woman who is just as dumb now as she was 12, 15 years ago when you started Basketball Wives. No growth. That's what you should be embarrassed about, okay? Then we go to Jackie. She's back in town. She's staying in an apartment that, you know, they put the girls in because none of them really live in LA. And her daughter Chantel is joining the cast this season. She's come down. She's staying in the same apartment building that her mother is staying in with her children. She has, I think, an 8-year-old daughter or something like that with her first baby daddy, who is not allowing her to film with their daughter on the show. And she's currently married to an NBA player, and they have a baby together, a little boy. So, you know, Chantel is out here living her best life. And like I said, she's on the show. And Jackie comes to her apartment to see her and the baby. And as soon as Jackie walks through the door, Chantel is just irritated with attitude and just combative right off the gate. And I was like, damn, can you calm down? Like, you know your mama at this point. You know Jackie is gonna turn up for the cameras. You know she's gonna be quirky. You know she's gonna be somewhat over the top. You know she's gonna say off the chart wild stuff out of her mouth that don't really make no sense. We all get the shtick, right? You know what I'm saying? But like, she was just loving and hugging on the baby. You want to come back to your mama, don't you? And he don't really. It was just like, calm down. Let the lady enjoy her grandbaby. And it's just like, if you're gonna come on the show with this type of attitude, then you should have stayed off of it. Because honestly, truly, I think she came into this season thinking that maybe we, the viewers, were going to be siding with her and like, Jackie, you're a horrible mom and da 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 da. When in all actuality, it's the opposite for me, because I'm looking at you like, what kind of daughter are you? You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from somebody who has a complicated relationship with my own mother, who my own mama gets on my everlasting nerves sometimes. And we get into it, we fall out. Hell, we ain't even speaking really right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I still will respect my mother and allow her to be who she is, because I've gotten to the point now in my life where I know this is who she is. This is not going to change about her. And so why let that affect my life? You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing about, I came to stay in the same building as you so you can be able to come back and forth to the apartment when I'm out doing whatever. So it was given very much, when I need you to babysit, it's okay for you to come down here. But other than that, don't be coming knocking on my door. Don't be popping up. Don't do all that. Now, Jackie asking for the key obviously was for shtick, for the moment. You know what I'm saying? But Chantel gives me very much user type vibes. Like, I only deal with you when I need something from you. And then other than that, I hate you. You were never a good mom type of vibe. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, well, Jackie, that's what you get, because this was the daughter that you idolized and, put out on a pedestal. And then your other daughter, you treated like crap. And if that is the case, which it seems like it is, then that is what you get, Jackie. Because it's that one child that you dote on that be the one that fuck you over in the end. And then the one that you didn't do right will be the one that actually love and take care of your ass. And that's what is given with Chantel. Chantel gives me very much entitled. She just got a nasty attitude. She seemed like she angry. And it's also giving me, if you don't like your mama that much, why the fuck did you come on this show? Because from what I saw in that trailer at the end, crazy. And I'm going to save my judgment and commentary for that until that episode airs. But just that, what I saw, you in the wrong. And I don't think nobody going to side with you. I think everybody's going to side with your mama, because that is just crazy diabolical that you would get your ass on national television and show your natural high yellow ass like that. Crazy. Crazy. Because I don't know if it's y'all, just me, but y'all let me know down below in the comment section. We saw all the family drama with them in the past, right? Chantel was on the show saying, Jackie, wasn't a good mom. And, her other daughter came on there talking about, Jackie wasn't a good mom. And blah, blah, blah. I think that we've all gotten to the point now where it was salacious back then. But I think as we, the viewers, have grown up, or I'm just going to speak for myself. I think for me, the older that I've gotten, I'm just like, okay, that's Jackie. We don't know the ins and out of their relationship because we're not in their household. We know that there is truth to what her daughters are saying about her. But we also know that there's another side to the story. You know what I'm saying? And we're not there. We're not in their household. We don't know what is being said and done. And I just look at Jackie like, that's Jackie at the end of the day. I think that Jackie loves her children, loves her husband, and all of that. But I also don't think that Doug would stay married to her if she was this diabolical, horrible menace to society of a person. I really honestly don't. Don't think that at all. No. So I think that she got some shit with her, and I think that her kids got some shit with them too. And they really honestly need help at this point. But I'm just looking at Chantel like, it's giving you the problem now as an adult. That's how I feel. So Jackie invites Evelyn to Friendsgiving. She's inviting all the other girls, including Jen. And Evelyn says that Jennifer has not spoken to her since the reunion, when she heard the hot mic moment where Evelyn was talking about her marrying Christian and how she's dumb and all of this type of stuff. And Evelyn says that she tried to reach out to her outside of the show, but Jennifer never answered. She actually put up a post yesterday on social media saying that, after the hot mic moment, she called her, she reached out, she texted. Jennifer wouldn't respond. She said that she didn't want to have that moment on television. She wanted to talk to her outside of the cameras to let her know that she really honestly wasn't coming from a bad place. She really was honest. honestly just concerned about her and didn't want to see her make another mistake. Do I think that that is true? I think that it's half and half, where I'm going to say it was 25% of her actually cared about Jennifer's well-being, and then the other 75% looked at it like, this dumb bitch, like, she continues to be stupid, a joke, and this is going to give me more ammo to talk about her, to give me a storyline, because we all know that Evelyn's storyline is somebody else's storyline and she makes her own because she ain't got nothing going on personally in her own life. You know what I'm saying? But do I really think she cared? No, not really. No, not at all. No. Brandy is still separated from Jason. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. At least she coming to the light, Carol Ann. About time. Them shoulders finally doing her some good. Her and Jen meet up, and apparently they've really built a bond between them. And Jen lets her know that when Christian, went to jail or whatever, that his mom and aunt stayed with her, that they've gotten really close. And I was like, look at y'all trauma bonding. Baby, them gonna be the same mama and auntie when y'all break up, gonna be saying you wasn't shit and how dare you say my son a scammer. Girl, I already see where this train is heading, okay? Brandy and Evelyn apparently have gotten really close after last year, where Evelyn talked about her and her marriage like a dog. I mean, people be always talking about how Jen's stupid. I mean, my God, Brandy is one of the most idiotic people I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't care how much of a cheater, eater, pumpkin eater my husband is. You're not about to talk about him and my marriage and how dumb I am and all of this type of stuff and then think we gonna be friends. She is such a loser. Brandy then says, brings up the situation between Jen and Evelyn and says, that she made a comment, Tom, so we were worried about, Jen marrying dude. And Jennifer Dragon Breath Williams had the nerve to say, for what? And I baby, if I was Brandy in that moment, I would have been like, you know what? You show right. For what? You want to play dumb? I'm going to play dumb right along with you. Okay, I see where this is going. All right, girl. Okay. Nothing else needs to be said. This is what we're doing. Okay. So then Jennifer gonna say in her confessional about Brandy, she said, you let these women walk you up out of your marriage. Thank God. Thank God. God does things in mysterious ways, and he will use people as a vessel to make sure his plans go through. Thank God that them ladies talked her up out of that hellhole she been sunken in for the last umpteenth years. Thank God. Okay? That wasn't even a read. That was a blessing. Okay? So then we see Evelyn on Zoom talking to her baby daddy Carl Crawford's cousin named Kiki. I said, here we go with another Kiki, Jesus. Here we go with another Kiki. And why was her hair curled just like Kiki from Love and Marriage Huntsville hair used to be curled and stuff? Rest in peace, Kiki. I was like, here we go again. So apparently Carl's cousin Kiki invested in Christian's trading company. Y'all, if this ain't a bunch of bullshit, this ain't a bunch of BS. Like, Evelyn, obviously the cast members believe this farce of a story, but it's like, really? This really? I would have preferred for her to just pay a bitch off the street to pretend like they reached out to Evelyn to give her this information. But for you to sit up here and try to make me, Keisha Renee Irvin, believe that Carl Crawford's cousin decided to invest in Christian's trading business after she saw Jennifer and him online and him talking about how he was a trader. It doesn't make sense, first of all, because just as easily as y'all able to talk to each other on Zoom or whatever, why on God's green earth would one of Carl's cousins invest in a day trading thing with Christian when she could easily reach out to Evelyn and be like, what you think about this? You think that he legit? And I'm pretty sure that Evelyn would have said, girl, I don't know about that. And this is before they even got married, before they even got engaged and all of that stuff. If that's when it happened, this is some bullshit. Evelyn and went and got one of these family members to pretend like she'd invested. Well, I think that they actually did it on purpose. I think that they invested the money to see what was going to happen on purpose, to see if he is in fact a scammer. I think that all of this was planned by Evelyn. Okay? It was a scheme that Todd made up. Okay? I think that Evelyn put this whole thing together to prove that this man is scamming, right? But of course, she can't show that she got anything to do with it. But the cousin says that she had to pay $1,500 for a lifetime membership. The $1,500 paid for you to have a lifetime membership. Remember that. Christian would do all of the trading. They told her to pay the fee via Cash App and buy Bitcoin. This dumb bitch, they so stupid, they didn't even do this right. This dummy says, why did I pay you $1,500 if I have to buy the Bitcoin? I want my money back. I called and asked questions and never got a response. I want my money. And Evelyn just sitting up there looking like, I don't think we said that right, but I'm going to go with it. Listen to what you just said, you dingbat. You just literally said that the $1,500 was for the lifetime membership fee. That's just to pay to be a member. That's not to pay for you trading. That's why they told you to pay the $1,500 via Cash App and then buy the Bitcoin for him to then trade for you, you dummy. So in this case, he didn't do anything wrong. You paid for your membership and that's what you've paid for. Now, if you wanted to get a refund on your membership because you didn't fully understand, I don't know if they had a 30-day guarantee, then you get a refund or what. Or if it was no refunds off rip, I don't know. But technically, based on what you said, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. So y'all whole argument is null and void. Y'all look stupid. Y'all did not think about this good enough. Y'all did not plan this out. Evelyn, you get an L. I would have thought that your Harry Potter scar would have gave you like a bird's eye view, would have gave you that zap to be like, oh my God, I see the future. It did not work for you. It did not work for you at all. Because this was stupid on so many different levels. Oh my God. Brittany Renner is back and she is Muslim. This is another farce. I don't play around with people and their religions and stuff like that, you know, to each his own. But to me, this just seems so put on, so fake, so trendy, so in the moment, so for publicity, for headlines, to keep herself in the public eye. None of this seems authentic to me at all, because if it was, you wouldn't have your ass on no goddamn Basketball Wives cutting up like we see you about to do. Girl, get off my screen with this. Get off of my screen with this. Please stop. But you know what? Keep on playing with God. Keep on playing with God. Keep on playing with God. Oh, baby, the spanking you got coming. And watch when I tell y'all, when I do a video on Brittany Renner, you gonna mark my words, it's gonna be because of you playing around. You playing around with religion and God and all of this stuff, and something bad is going to happen in your life. You cannot go around playing with stuff like this, because this does not seem real to me at all. She says that Allah has helped her with her relationship with her baby daddy, PJ, and all of this stuff. And she says she ain't speaking to her mama because she found out her mama was lying to her and stealing money from her, which if that's the case, God bless her. Her mama was dead wrong. Evelyn comes up and Brittany says, I don't think Evelyn is a friend to anyone. She did not like the way Evelyn was speaking about her in the press after her season, after last season. Evelyn was saying that she lacked professionalism and all of those things. And I mean, technically you kind of did. You did. Let's just keep it a buck. And she's not wrong for saying that, but Brittany took offense to it and she feeling some type of way towards Evelyn because of that. Now, I watched Jackie's interview today with Carlos King, and she said that she was the one that helped Brittany come back this season. She was the one that went to the network and was like, hey, I don't think she got a fair shot last time. I really want to have her come back and, let the fans really get to see who she is. She's had this transformation, and she says that, she helped get her back on the show, and she's going to come on the show and then turn on her. So can't wait to see how that whole situation is going to play out. And I believe her because the first person that we saw Brittany film with this season was Jackie. So I do believe Jackie. I don't think that she lied at all about helping the girl come back on the show. Ming Lee is introduced, and baby, all I could focus on was all of this. All of this. I don't know what in the chimichanga, chow mein, lo mein, General Tso's chicken she done did to her face, but her getting her face pulled so tight so that her eyes can be quote unquote slanted, chinky, Asian, almond shaped is ridiculous, because now it doesn't even look like slanted eyes. She kind of looked like, I don't know, it looked like an ogre. Like, she looks so stupid in the face. And I'm like, are you trying to look Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese because of your nickname, Ming Lee? Because, baby, you're not, as far as I know, she not mixed or nothing, right? She just a regular old black girl. She looks ridiculous, bro. And she was a pretty girl. I went and looked at before pictures of her. She was a pretty woman. She did not need to do all of it to her face. Like the drip, everything, hair, makeup, clothes, everything was on point. But that face, honey, you need a refund, okay? You need a refund, a refill, a window seat. Like, she need to fix that because that looks terrible. But she goes on to talk about how she and Ty broke up. She said Ty broke her heart. So they're not together. So when I did my video yesterday that I posted about the Basketball Wives season 12 premiere party, and I said, I wonder have they broken up, because I noticed that they weren't sitting next to each other at the premiere. But they were already broke up when they started the show. So I knew it was something off there between the two of them. So we're going to see how that play out this season as well. So it's the day of Friendsgiving, and Jackie has rented out this huge mansion. She cooked a turkey. Jesus help that turkey. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That turkey was still breathing. Lord, we're going to talk about the turkey in a second. So Chantel arrives, Evelyn arrives, and Brittany arrives. And Brittany comes and she speaks to Chantel and walks right past Evelyn. Evelyn does not speak to her. The tension is thick. It's so awkward. And Chantel was like, I don't usually do stuff like this. And Brittany says, yeah, I'm not normally around people I don't like either. And I said, let's get it started. Oh, let's get it started. I was like, come on, Brittany, you better come with that energy. It's not very Islamic. It's not very Amdu Madalal, whatever y'all be saying. Amdu Malal, I can't even say it. Amdu Malal, swing the dirty. Let me stop playing. But Amdu Malal, is it Amdu? Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, Amdu Malal. Girl, don't give me the line. I just know I love Malcolm X. There's something wrong with me, Jesus. But she gets up and walks away or whatever, and Jackie was like, let me go check on her. Here goes Chantel being negative. Don't go bother her. You gotta go ask that girl 20 questions. I'm like, let her do her job. Let Jackie cook. Let Jackie work. Shut up. She getting on my nerves already. I'm already over her and ready for her to go. I wish that she was one and done. One episode, get her out of here. This little girl is already about to work my nerves, okay? So Jackie goes and finds Brittany and tells her, you're right to feel how you feel. Go talk to her about it. So she does. And she lets Evelyn know that she didn't appreciate what she was saying to her in the press or whatever. And Evelyn was like, are you done? And I said, well, wait a minute. Oh, okay, all right. It's getting hot in here. So Britt was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. She was like, no, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, are you done? Because what I was going to say is that you were being unprofessional. That's how I feel. And I appreciated the fact that Evelyn stood on business and didn't stand, fall back on her words. And basically she was like, maybe we can rebuild and restart over. And Brittany was like, I accept your apology. I honestly wasn't expecting for you to say that. They hug it out. Their beef is over for now. We know it's not going to last. The other ladies arrive minus Ty. Ty and the other new girl, the Latino girl, Mexican girl, whatever she is. They're the only two that's not there. Jackie gets everybody to come get a plate or whatever, child. And she's talking about, this my turkey I made. It's my first time making a turkey. And I was like, it looks like it. It looks like it. It was light skin. It was beige. It looked like it was albino. It looked like it had salmonella, and it ain't even a fish. Can you get salmonella from chicken? Yeah, you can get it from chicken and turkey. It looked like it had the bird flu. It looked like it had COVID 18, 17, 16, 15, 1, 0, minus. Girl, it had all the COVIDs. It had the monkey flu. It had everything, okay? I was like, ain't no way in hell I would eat that turkey. It looked under-seasoned. It was dry. It wasn't even all the way done in certain parts. She didn't put no stuffing on the inside. She just threw some celery up in there, some oranges and apple seeds. I don't know what the hell Jackie was thinking, child, but no bueno. So then everybody sit down at the table and Jackie tries to get Jennifer and Evelyn to talk. And Evelyn kicks things off and says that the hot mic moment wasn't her talking to any of the other girls about Jen. She was actually talking to the private investigator. Like, that makes it even better. And Jen says, well, it's a lot of stuff that's false. We're not going to make this about Christian. And I was like, well, who else is it about? What you mean? Huh? Evelyn was like, Carl's cousin invested money and been trying to get her money back. Tell your man to send her $1,500 back. I'm going to give you context of what I'm talking about. No, I'm all right. You don't have to show me anything. Look, I know you want to deny it, Jen, but I know you want to deny that it's not happening, Jen, but it is, girl. On my daughter. Do you hear me? I'm putting it on my daughter. But that's just it. I'm not interested in it. So all the victims, Jen, the lady that's on disability, you don't care about her. You don't care about none of these people. You don't care about my daughter. You don't give a fuck about my daughter, Jen, or my grandson, or my son, Jen. Really? You don't give a fuck about none of that, huh? My daughter? Christians doesn't even know who that lady is. Oh, girl. I get it. That's your man. But sometimes a motherfucker will bring you down, Jen. Word to my mother. He stole this woman's money. And I'm just like, this is a shit show. This is a shit show here. First of all, like I said, I think that this was a plot that Todd did. I think that Evelyn cooked this whole thing up with the cousin and all of this type of stuff just so she could have quote unquote proof that this man is actually a scammer, which in all honesty, I would just be honest about. I'd be like, look, I had somebody, one of my homegirls, invest to see what was going to happen. And this is what happened. Point blank ending, period. That's why I would have did it. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, I think that Evelyn cooked this whole thing up to see what this man was really on so she could have, like she showed, paperwork proof. And like, I get it. You trying to help somebody that was your best friend at one point. And like I said, I think 25% of her really cares. The other 75% is just using this for storyline purposes so she can have something going on this season. As far as Jen goes, Jen know what's up. She don't give a fuck. There you have it. Jen know exactly what that man do. She's choosing to stay with him. She's not that dumb and naive not to know that what these people are saying about this man is true. That's why she went head on and married him. She don't care. Because for her, if and when the marriage goes to hell, her next storyline is, I was done so wrong again. I can't believe this happened to me again. Like, this is just another storyline for her. But see, she not thinking about long term for her. Just how we side-eyeing Erica Girardi, like you didn't know Tom was over there stealing them people money when the shit had been out there in the newspapers and whispers and rumors about it for years before it ever blew up. You heard those same rumors and stuff that we heard about, that Andy had been asking you about on Watch What Happens Live, and your response would be, well, I don't know, that's Tom's business. I don't really know what's going on with that. It's going to be the same thing for you. Nobody's going to trust you or believe you because you saw the writing on the wall and you chose to continue to be with this man, support this man, and marry this man. And you better hope that the IRS, the feds, don't come after you and yours. And I hope that's what happened, because just like you talking about, you're not interested in these people that this man is obviously out here scamming. Oh, baby. Okay, Erica. I don't care about any of the victims, but I care about me. That's what it's given. I care about me. Okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Because, baby, your downfall is going to be another one. It's going to be a whammy. And I can't wait to witness it. Y'all going to keep on. Y'all going to quit playing with my God. Y'all let this reality show shit go to y'all head and forget about real life. Of course, she sticks up for her man and says she not making this about him. She's not talking about it and all of this type of stuff. And she get up with her bow, her flying nun bow, and get up, child. And then at the end of the episode, we see her go and get Christian from the airport. You know, he had to fly in from Atlanta after serving his 13 days in jail. And on the way to the crib, she tells him what happened with Evelyn at the Friendsgiving and how this lady is accusing him of stealing her $1,500. And Christian was like, taking $1,500 from someone with the lifestyle that we live, that's like dinner. I would never risk my reputation, my integrity, and my character for $1,500. You wouldn't? Because it looks like you are to me. Like I said, in this case, he didn't do anything wrong. But you are out here stealing people money. You are. And you're going to go to jail. You're out here scamming and scheming and all of that. And his next big scheme is taking your money. Because did they get a prenup? That's the next big plot. He coming after your money. You the big fish, dum-dum. So Jen says that she can pull out receipts on Evelyn and all of this stuff. And I'm like, well, bring them out. Don't threaten us with a good time. Okay. Show them. Name them. Like, come on with it. Okay. We want all of the smoke. Okay. We want it all. All right. This was a good season premiere episode. I'm going to give it an A. You see, it's a 35-minute video. Obviously, I had a lot to discuss and talk about. It was good. I'm looking forward to this season. Yeah, Jennifer's an idiot. Evelyn is miserable. I really enjoyed Jackie. Brandy is still a muscle man. Mean face. This is what it was giving. No. Chantel is insufferable. Who else is on the show? I think that was all that was shown. Yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel. And if you have not joined my Patreon, do so now. It's in the description box, the link. we are partying over there. Okay. We are partying. We're watching Basketball Wives. We're watching Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're watching Interview with the Vampire. We got 2 episodes left. We're watching The Last of Us. We're watching Handmaid's Tale. We're watching, what's the other show we watching? We watching something else, child. Don't give me the line. And then we're watching Love Hotel. The Love Hotel on Bravo. We're going to watch Next Gen NYC over there. Yeah, and we're going to start watching having movie nights. So join my Patreon right now. The link is in the description box. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.